Alright guys, final part of the series. Hope you all have enjoyed it, and it wouldn't be a good start to this without me falling off the edge. So anyway, we're back on the field of battle, Battle of Guandu, the final section. So I head into the battlefield and I summon Zhang Liao and Guo Jia. So we get pushed back a little by T-Rex, Tiger, and Big Boy, but we end up holding out. I traverse a little further in, and Guo Jia goes down again, and when I rezzed him, he's just standing in the fire getting roasted. We move on a little further, we fight a Big Boy, and Guo Jia goes down once again. So I pick him up again to try to get some momentum going. The Big Boy's stuck in a weird spot, so I'm waiting for him to come out of it because I don't want to get roasted. Guo Jia gets knocked down again, and then immediately dips out. Zhang Liao ends up going down as well. Big Boy finally goes down. I pick up Zhang Liao, and we end up moving on. He was a little tough. He was in a weird spot, and he has the fire thing. He doesn't get damage from it, so I didn't want to get trapped like Mr. Guo Jia. I end up finding another monstrosity a little later, and I go after him. He pushed me a little bit, but we get past him. I find another monstrosity a couple minutes later and pop out Qilin, which only ended up popping like 3 of the little stone things. I'm like, that's not gonna do shit. Zhang Liao ends up going down. I'm out of pots and I'm going against this monstrosity and this little minion guy, but I hold my own. I take him out, and this has been a hell of a start so far. So I summoned 2 more companions. This time, instead of Mr. Guo Jia, Mr. Reliability, I went with Xiahou Dun, who's got 1 less eye than him, and I find more reliable. Anyway, we head to the new area. We clear through a T-Rex Tiger who tries to get the jump on me. Oh, not today. I then find an area that has like this mini boss-esque vibe to it. It's a giant open like crater. There's nowhere for you to run. You jump in, you're stuck kind of thing. So I jump down and a Taurus jumps out, which I haven't seen in a while, and he immediately takes down my companion. They go down instantaneously, and I'm not even going to even bother to try to help them because I don't want it biting me in the ass. I gather my knowledge from part 6 and I end up taking down Taurus and then resummon my ally. I head to the next area and take on a Big Boy who blitzes me and takes me down, but I swear I pressed the deflect button and it didn't fucking go off, but we move. Anyway, I go back to avenge myself successfully. You know, I'm telling you, that guy, he just got lucky. I just didn't hit it right. T-Rex Tiger comes out of nowhere and pushes us a little bit, but I take him down, and then I spend a little time exploring the vines, then head to an area with a bunch of mermaids in it, take them down pretty easily, and then I see that Guo 2 wants some smoke. So I see a glimpse of him, waiting for him to like show, and this is always what I do in order to like get an advantage over them. This dude just ain't coming. So I'm like, alright, let's go look for him in the vines, and I'm a little nervous that he might like attack me out of nowhere and knock me off and then like blitz me because I don't have any health or whatever, but I end up finding him and he's just like glitched on one of the vines. He finds a way to get to me. We fight. I beat his ass. Easy. So I move on to fight the Big Boy boss, and it's Mr. Yuan Shao, drunk for power, ends up eating 5 of the little nuggets and turned into some demon looking thing. But let me tell you, this guy wasn't as easy as Dong Zhuo, but I was still very disappointed. I mean, this dude was mad easy to beat, and I just expected more from him. You know, he's like the guy right before the main boss, and you expect it to be a little harder, but he wasn't that bad. Anyway, Yuan Shao gives his speech. He regrets what he did, blah blah blah, passes away, and then the next part says I'm fighting the main guy right after. I actually didn't believe it. I thought that like this was like the end. Like, we're gonna have a part 17 and there's like a whole build up to the main boss. No, we're going right next to him. We're going straight into him. So we head in, and you bet your ass we're fighting the main guy right away. So let's go ahead and do it. So we go head to head with Mr. Big Boss himself, Zulci's cousin. I was more disappointed in this fight than I was with any other fight in the game, because I literally beat him the first time, not even trying. It wasn't that difficult at all. And I can see how Lu Bu almost ended up killing this guy. So we fight, he gets mollywopped, and I'm pretty sure that couldn't have been it. There's just no way. That was way too easy. And I was right. He gets up on a dragon, he transforms into, I don't even know what you would call that thing, but it's something. And we end up fighting on top of, I think, of some sort of building or something. I'm not sure. But I pretty much like destroy him pretty well. And he barely has any health left. I mean, look at him. He's got nothing left. But this dude is one slippery ass motherfucker. He will not let me get close to him at all. And I am burning through the pot. I had like 6 or 7 pots because I didn't really burn through that many. And I was burning through him because he would stay away from me and hit me with these elemental attacks. So I was waiting for my moment, waiting for the opportunity, getting a little nervous because I'm like, fuck, if I run out of pots, I'm gonna start all over and I don't want to do all that shit. I eventually take him down, and the blindfold boy returns in my arm. And it actually starts making sense with the story and everything, because I'm like, oh, so when he stabbed him with the red thing from the beginning, it's been a long time since I saw the first part. It's been a while. So when I first saw it, my initial thought was not him transforming into the dragon. Maybe I just missed that piece or whatever. I thought he died. I thought he just like stabbed him, and like his soul was like destroyed and he became a dragon. I don't know. Honestly, I don't remember the first part that much. Anyway, I'm watching over this guy, and because he's still like unconscious, and he ends up disappearing. So my guy ends up back in the place where I started the whole series. The first part that we were at. I didn't recognize it was the spot until I got to the flag, and I was like, oh, this looks familiar. So I jumped down, and then the boy, the blindfold guy, he is possessed by the old guy. But I'm like, okay, so this is good because I assumed there was going to be at least a few different levels to this boss guy, because I was like, it just was way too easy. I just know that beating him after the second time, the hardest boss that I fought so far was 100% Lu Bu. Or it could even be argued that, what was his name? Fenrir. Just because I wasn't new to the game, Fenrir was like difficult to beat as well. But anyways, my first time with him wasn't that great. He was hard to read. He's very spastic, and he doesn't flinch, which I end up finding out later he does, like after you like deflect his critical blow and stuff like that. Anyway, I go back in, second try, he beats me down pretty easy. Third time's a charm, but I kind of cheated to beat him because I used every single pot that I had, and then I was saving up the ones that regenerated your health over a certain period of time, and I came out on top. I mean, that's why I was saving those things anyway. I knew I had to fight him at some point. I assumed it was gonna be like super difficult, so I wanted to save for the right moment, and I was like, you know what, I don't want to lose here. I have like 4 of these left, so I used one of them, ended up beating him, and I feel pretty good. So that's it. Yeah, I ended up beating the game. It ends with a little like foreshadow of what's to come next. The Three Kingdoms period is now pretty much underway. You see, the different perspectives of everyone, and then we end up seeing the reveal that this is Zhuge Liang, the sleeping dragon. I mean, okay, it kind of makes sense. It's like Zhuge Liang's plan to create the Three Kingdoms, so if he's like the catalyst in this game for that, I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. But anyway, that was a huge reveal. I was like, no freaking way. Was he even alive during the Yellowstone Rebellion? I don't know, but I knew the fan. I recognized it right away. It's Zhuge Liang. It makes sense that he's now like imbued with the dragon. He's got that lineage stuff, sleeping dragon, all that good stuff. It's really cool to see. Anyway, that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the mini series. I might do another one just separate from this one. This is like the main story. There's another, like I said in the last part, there's another difficulty to try, so I think we can go through it again and like plan on a harder difficulty. So I'm kind of excited for that. I would love the challenge. I feel like the game was really easy towards the end, especially as I got used to it and everything like that. Of course, we had our struggles. It wasn't perfect. I mean, ain't nobody perfect out here. But that's all I have for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. If you did enjoy it, definitely appreciate it. Like, comment, or subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about the game. If you guys are playing it. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm going to enjoy continuing playing it, and when the DLCs come out, we're going to cover those as well. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you all in the next one. Later, guys.